Hello, this is Ray Main here again with today's Bible reading. Today we're going to be reading Luke chapter 21. Luke chapter 21. And he looked up and saw the rich men casting their gifts into the treasury. And he saw also a certain poor widow casting in thither 2 mites. And he said, Of a truth I say unto you, that this poor widow hath cast in more than they all. For all these have of their abundance cast unto the offerings of God. But she of her penury hath cast in all the living that she had. And as some spake of the temple, how it was adorned with goodly stones and gifts, he said, And as for these things which ye behold, the days will come, in the which there will not be left one stone upon another, that shall not be thrown down. And they asked him, saying, Master, when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? And he said, Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ. And the time draweth near, go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. But before all these they shall lay their hands on you, and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what you shall answer. For I'll give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not a hair of your head perish. Now pay attention to that one right there. But there shall not a hair of your head perish. That doesn't mean you're not going to die, but that you won't perish. There's a big difference there, folks. Whenever you die and you perish, it's just like you never lived. Okay? There's a big difference between perishing and dying. Perish, you've still got a resurrection. Alright? In your patience possess your souls. And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein too. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. And he spake to them a parable. Behold the fig tree and all the trees. When they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that summer is nigh at hand. So likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of God is nigh at hand. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away, till all be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting, and drunkenness, and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. And in the daytime he was teaching in the temple, and at night he went out and abode in the mount that is called the Mount of Olives. And all the people came early in the morning to him in the temple for to hear him. This is a recount in this writer's voice, if you will, in this writer's manner of speaking. It's a recount, the same as in Matthew 24. I think I remember going into this in some detail in the 24th chapter of Matthew. You might look that up and listen to that. I will say this here at the time of this reading of this particular chapter. Egypt is in turmoil. It's on fire. All of the regions, all of the countries in that area over there that surround Israel are rioting and killing folks, and they're being incited, excited, and incited. The religious extremists of the Muslim religion are inciting riot. That whole area is on fire, so to speak. There are wars and rumors of wars all over. There are earthquakes everywhere. All these great storms and things. Doesn't this give you pause? Doesn't this make you stop and think? What is the most hated religion in the world? It's Christianity. It's Christianity. They will hate you for my name's sake. There are countries where the Christian folks are being killed every day. And the Sudan is the one that comes to mind. In China, they're doing the same thing. Imprisonments. We here in the United States, we don't know how good we've got it, but I'm going to tell you something. We've got a government that is leaning that direction. Said, well, it can't happen in the United States. Folks, it will happen in the United States, just like it has over there. The scriptures prove it. All around the world. What is it that you want? Are you just wanting, man's only given, he's only allowed, according to the Bible, 70. That's 70 years. And if you live past that, well, if you're just extra strong, you for whatever reason you have good health and you live past that, well, that's God. That's not you. Okay? But is that all there is? I think not. I'm looking towards that resurrection that we are promised. The children of God are promised. I'm a child of God. Are you a child of God? You can be. Ask the Lord today to help you. That's your hope. This world's not your hope. You're just here for a little bit. Listen, this 70, 80 years that you may have here, that's just a drop in the bucket whenever you compare it to eternity. Have a blessed day.